Hi, my name is Christy and welcome to my discount cooking channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Whatever, that's a subscribe clicky sound. I'm excited to be making a series of videos featuring inexpensive and delicious family dinners. I'm gonna take you through exactly what I buy, how much I spend, and how I make the meal. I hope it's gonna be helpful for people and it's gonna be fun for me too, to really break down some of my favorite meals. So we're starting with chicken Alfredo. I'm gonna show you how I make chicken Alfredo. It's simple, it's delicious, and I'm gonna take you to one of my favorite stores of all time. I'm taking you to Grocery Outlet, and this grocery outlet happens to be near where I live in Santa Rosa, California. Come shop with me at the Grocery Outlet. I'm going to get organic chicken thighs for $2.49 a pound. A good alternative would be these leg quarters that are only $1.09 per pound, but they're not organic. Next, we are getting cream. A pint of cream here is $3.59. I'm getting Parmesan cheese to put on top of my pasta. I just used 2 carrots for my pasta, and a bag of carrots here is $1.19. I also add peas to my pasta. Grab a bag for $1.19. Now we have different pasta options to choose from: penne, shells, or rotini, my favorite for Alfredo because it holds the sauce well. These are 89 cents. I spent a total of $17.75 or $2.95 per serving, and this recipe makes at least 6 servings. I start by preparing my chicken 1 to 2 days in advance, so when I'm ready to make dinner, it only takes a few minutes. I'm going to cook my chicken in the Instant Pot, but you can use a regular stock pot to cook your chicken. I add my chicken to the Instant Pot and then add onion scraps that I have left over and some celery. This will flavor the chicken. Add salt and pepper and then add water just until it covers the top of the chicken. Cook until the meat starts falling off the bone. With the Instant Pot, this typically takes 50 minutes on the soup setting. It's done cooking and my chicken looks something like this. I scoop the chicken out of the pot and set it on a plate to cool. We don't need chicken broth for this recipe, but I recommend that you save your chicken broth to use for something else. I'll link to some videos here in case you need some yummy recipe ideas. Once the chicken has cooled enough, I separate the meat from the bones, discarding skin, cartilage, and all the things that I don't want to eat. You'll end up with a very useful container of yummy chicken meat that you can save in the refrigerator. The only other thing I'm going to do in advance is grate my Parmesan cheese and set it aside in a container. With this prep work done, the pasta will be ready in no time. Take a large pot of water over medium-high heat and bring it to a boil. Add the entire bag of pasta, give it a little stir, and if desired, add a dash of salt. Cook over high heat for 6 to 7 minutes and remove from the heat just before the noodles are completely done. I like to do a texture test by sacrificing a noodle to my mouth. Drain into a colander and set these aside to cool. Now it's time for the carrots. I typically don't peel carrots if they are organic. I'm going to peel and wash these carrots and cut off the tops and bottoms. My little rabbits will happily receive the carrot scraps. I'm going to cut these carrots into small dices by cutting them lengthwise twice and then chopping. Now with our frying pan over medium-high heat, heat up about 2 tablespoons of oil, and then add the diced carrots and frozen peas. Give everything a nice little stir to coat in the oil, and cook uncovered like this for several minutes, just until the carrots are tender and start to turn golden. Once the veggies begin to caramelize slightly, add the shredded chicken that you prepared in advance. Gently stir to heat the chicken, and then you are ready to dump in the pasta. I poured my cream into a measuring cup so I could tell you exactly how much I used, but the truth is you can use as much or as little as you like, depending on your preference. I ended up using exactly 1 1/2 cups of cream, or 12 ounces of cream. Make sure your pan is on low heat and pour the cream directly over the noodles. Add salt and pepper and stir gently. Allow the noodles to soak up some of the cream while cooking for just 1 or 2 minutes over low heat. Add more cream if needed and stir until well combined. You don't need to add any thickening agents because the pasta has its own gluten. It thickens the cream on its own. When ready to serve, wait for it. Top with Parmesan cheese and fresh cracked pepper. It's a truly decadent and down-to-earth meal that stores quite well in the refrigerator. Pro tip, if you save leftovers to heat up later, add a splash of cream when you go to reheat the pasta in the microwave. This meal is a favorite in my household, and it's actually pretty darn authentic too. It was a Sardinian friend that I had in high school that taught me how to make Alfredo this way. So I think it's pretty authentic. Sardinia, come on, it's like the little, soccer ball, Italy, soccer ball, Sardinia, whatever. So this is always a crowd pleaser in my household. If you make it, please let me know what you think. I hope you really enjoy it. You, of course, can substitute in different vegetables if you want. You can take out the carrots and the peas and use mushrooms. I asked Andre before I made this video, I said, what do you like better, when I make it with carrots and peas or when I make it with mushrooms? And he said carrots and peas. So I was like, okay, that's the way we're gonna go with this video. With all those prices added up and broken down between 6 people, it's only $2.95 per serving, and then you'll end up having cream, peas, and carrots on hand to spare, and cheese. So you'll have these extra ingredients and be spending $2.95 a person to make this meal for 6. I think it's enough to feed 6 people, though Andre eats 3 adult male-sized portions, so it doesn't last very long in my home. If you're a regular family that does not overeat, you might be just fine having 6 portions of this meal for your family. Or you can always use this as leftovers. It reheats really well and stays good in the fridge for several days. The sunlight is coming through the trees and blinding me, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much. Please like and happy cooking!